What's up, everybody? You are listening, you are watching to another episode of the Big E Smallz podcast. I am here with with my four hosts. I have Eli to my left, EJ, and my other three hosts, EJ, Bella, and the Queen herself. To my right. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
I'm all right.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's all geeked up.
Yeah. Why are you great, Eli?
God willing, my new part-time job will be happening. So that's great. Fantasy's great.
Okay.
I hit on a ticket. That's great. So life is good, man.
Life is good. Future voice.
Word.
EJ?
Fantasy
just hanging?
sucks.
Yeah. Before I continue, make sure you guys like the video if you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you are all booties. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger.
Blah, blah, blah.
Would you guys want a trivia question? I don't really have one, but I can find one for you guys.
What? We always do trivia.
I can find one for you guys.
Oh, let
if
me
you
Makes one.
I'm sorry?
Nah, my bad, bro. I'm geeked.
You're geeked.
Yeah, he's on one.
Okay, actually, I just thought I'll think one. I just thought of one in my head because I actually know the answers. We're gonna go to another baseball trivia question.
My life.
There's only 3 Yankees in the history of baseball to ever win an All-Star MVP.
What?
Can you name me the 3 Yankees?
Derek Jeter.
Oh,
That's one.
that's not fair. That's the only one I know. Fudge my life. See, it's literally
Alex
the only one.
Rodriguez.
No,
Damn, why are you in my head? That was the second.
no. One of them is a pitcher.
Andy
Mo?
Pettit?
Mariano's
Mo
is 2.
won one?
Dang, that's crazy.
Mariano in
Closing pitcher.
2013. Derek Jeter 2000. Mariano 2013. This guy won in 2022 or 2020.
AJ. Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Wepa in the Miami, Florida.
The Giancarlo Stanton, the 3 Yankees to win an MLB All-Star MVP. Derek Jeter 2000, Mariano 2013, and Giancarlo Stanton in 2020.
My next guess was gonna be like Roger Clemens or something.
2 legends, my boy. Not 3, 2.
Yeah. We are going to, because of when we're recording this, we are going to start off with NFL Sunday recap. We're going to start off with the 49ers. Good game by then. Except for the fact that someone must have clipped a lot of people's tickets.
Yeah, yo,
But
Vegas.
he clipped my ticket.
Vegas made it like, yo,
that's it. That's
Cut it out.
relax.
So he doesn't break the record, right? Or the record's broken?
Nah,
The record's broken.
Oh, was it?
Oh, he's broken the record?
Wait, no, I don't know if he's broken the record. I thought you meant broke his winning streak.
Oh, no. His streak is broken.
Yeah.
I don't know if the record is broken
No,
or not.
I don't.
But
They force-fed him the last 4
They tried.
they tried to do it.
Yeah,
They tried to get
For
him
the
to
viewers,
tell
for
you.
the listeners that don't know what we're talking about, the 49ers won their game today, but Mr. Touchdown himself, Christian McCaffrey, did not score, which ends his 17-game scoring streak with a tutty.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about this game? What do you guys feel about McCaffrey not scoring?
I mean,
it was gonna happen. It was doomed to happen. I appreciate them going for it. It is a little scary because McCaffrey is very injury prone. To give him the ball 4 straight times, but I get it. You're up big, 34-3. Like, he shouldn't be in the game.
yeah.
You just never know, especially contending for a championship. So you don't want to see it, but you do. You want him to continue that streak. So, I mean, as a fan, I'm happy. As the league, I would be nervous. As for the 49ers, just Brock Purdy.
I think today just showed that
At ease.
they're good. They're
You'll
gonna
be
be
aight.
fine. I mean, they lost to Cincy, and then who'd they lose to afterwards?
Well, before that, who they lose to? They lost to 2 pretty good teams.
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah, and
You
then
know.
the Jaguars are a good team.
Defensively, they're
Yeah,
great.
so-
Offensively,
I feel like they just showed you, like, we have the weapons. Let's just all get healthy. Let's get everybody back in order. Once everybody's back in order, the freight train will be rolling again, which is what we saw today.
yeah. I mean, Chase looked great. My boy and both of them two together,
Yeah,
they
man.
was
And
on
just
Lawrence.
the addition of Young is just gonna make their defense even better. Like,
So much better.
Well, they played together in Ohio State, so they probably are just bringing chemistry from that and just bringing it on to the to the NFL level. And those two guys are studs. So
Well, I was watching the game and they were both on the edge. So like,
Yeah.
good luck.
good luck.
Left
yeah.
and right. You can't double. Have fun.
yeah, sorry, Trevor. You could be as great as you are. You're not.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
escaping that
It
one.
was tough.
Yeah. So
Apologize.
it was a great bounce back for them, and the way they won was even better
Yeah.
against a team that's been rolling.
Yeah.
You know.
Jacksonville's been rolling.
So I don't think anybody had to, because I think we asked this last week, right? I don't think there is any fear with the 49ers, especially with their 3-game skid, losing skid. With this win, are we putting them back at that upper echelon? Maybe the Eagles beheader. Are they back, or should we still pump the brakes, give them a few more weeks, maybe if they get some more appealing wins under their belts?
Well, to me, they're 1-2.
Yeah.
It's Eagles Niners.
I'm not even like I said. We talk about the Eagles and what they're doing, and we dissect their game all the time. I can care less what they do in the regular season. Like, there's just certain teams like you really don't care on what they do in the regular season because it's not gonna matter. You know, bringing that trophy up in the end is what matters. 49ers haven't been able to do that, so I see them getting there. Who they face in front of them is the Eagles, and I feel like yet again it will be 49ers and Eagles in the Eastern Conference. That's just how I see it. I really, for them, the Eagles look like they might go, do their thing and hold out. And the 49ers, I feel like even if they go up and down, I feel like they're still going to be there and contend.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a third team, just because I feel like they've been kind of under the radar. But the Detroit Lions are also, I think they're also up there. They 7-2. They won today against the Chargers. By the skin of their teeth. It was 41-38 that they beat the Chargers, which is not very impressive because we know how the Chargers are. But speaking of the Chargers, I see that you guys do have the Chargers up here on the docket. I know they lost today. They had a big win last week. How are we feeling about the loss, right? Los Angeles Chargers?
Yeah, so like I said again, me and EJ were able to watch the game. I actually want to give a little credit more to Detroit. Their front four is really good, but yet again, I feel like I'm always talking about the secondary because the secondary is what's giving them issues, and which is why Keenan Allen went ahead and had a hell of a game.
Is there a team out there that has a secondary that you?
I'm
can
gonna
give
be
flowers
honest,
to?
I cannot give flowers to any secondary. I don't know if the offense is just that
Jets.
good.
Jets secondary.
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just when you got guys like Keenan Allen like just having 100-yard games and like you can just key on him because who else do the Chargers got? They got Williams who's hurt.
Is
They
Eckler
have-
hurt? Is Eckler hurt?
Nah.
Eckler's back, but I'm saying he is doing in the passing game a little bit. But I'm just saying like another wide receiver you can key on. You can't really. You don't have. Well, I mean Quentin Johnson, but
Josh Palmer, I guess. I'm not
yeah,
too
you
sure.
know what I mean. They got Everett. Like they got guys, but like not someone who you're really worried about. I don't understand
Right.
defensively what you're doing with Keenan Allen. We saw a couple breakdowns where they're blitzing, Detroit's blitzing, and they're not getting to the quarterback, and he's having one-on-one. I'm not giving Keenan Allen one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think today you saw from I'll touch on both teams. I'll start with the Chargers. You saw that they were able to keep up with a team like Detroit and that the potential is there. Like they lived up to it. You know what I mean? It's just it comes down to coaching, bro. Like there were some of those play calls that the Chargers coach was making and I'm like there was a play, they were on Detroit's 1-yard line. Out of a timeout, you send out a team out there to score. You're down, and your two best players are not on the field. There was no Keenan Allen, no Austin Eckler.
Yeah, that's not.
How is that? How is that the play you draw up coming out of a
Insane.
timeout?
Yeah.
Insane.
Your two best offensive players are not on the field on the opposing team's one. So you get what I'm saying? So like sometimes it's just like what is in the playbook or what is this game script that you're running that makes me question
so poor.
for the Chargers. Now you flip it to Detroit, it just seemed like they always made the right play when they needed to. They would set up their runs. Both their running backs went off today. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery were able to coexist. And now, with the run game being as good as they do, Jared Goff is probably, if not number one, he's in top 3 in play action passing.
Yeah.
You set it up. Now you have to cover Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Josh Reynolds, Jameson Williams, and then you got your RBs who out of the backfield are able to catch and run. That offense, Detroit's offense, is freaking for real.
Yeah.
To me, I think if at the Chargers' best, they could be the equivalent to Detroit offensively,
Right.
because like
They have
Eli
the pieces.
said, Eli made a great point with Detroit. They have a crazy front four defensively. They get after it.
Yeah, that rookie's nice, man.
They get after it. So I will say that Detroit definitely has the edge defensively, but offensively, man, like they do it right over there. And Jared Goff looks good. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a wide receiver 1. Like it's time to now put him in that upper echelon of wide receivers. He's a star, bro. I think he has four consecutive games with 100+ receiving yards. Like he is that guy.
Have a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are right. I think with the Chargers, the poor coaching has been top on the list of stories when it comes to the Chargers. I know second is the questioning if Justin Herbert is even considered a top quarterback. If you're asking me, he still is. I just really truly believe it's the poor play calling. And to Eli's point, hey man, Detroit's O-line is just one of the greats. So helping Goff be that play action guru the way he's been, it's kind of got to give credit to that O-line. So moving on, Cleveland Browns today scrape out a win against the streaking Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens has probably, besides the Eagles, maybe even the Chiefs, but no one's really talking about the Chiefs. They're just doing what they're supposed to be doing. But the Ravens have been probably one of the hottest teams in NFL right now. At one point in the game, it did look like they had the W in their pocket, but Cleveland had other plans. I mean, besides, I saw OBJ scoring and his whole shenanigans. What do you guys think about this game? What do you guys think about the Browns coming out victorious? And what's possibly going through Baltimore's head with this unfortunate loss against the Cleveland Browns?
I mean, I just think Baltimore just let up the gas. They were literally full throttle. Literally, they were doing everything. Defensively, offensively, it looked like they can do whatever they want in that first half. And I want to give credit to the Browns because it just looked like they took every hit. They went down the field, and they scored. And when I mean they didn't get a touchdown at first, they went field goal by field goal by field goal. They were just chipping away at their score. And then when it really came down to the crunch, because I feel like they were just lackadaisical and they weren't already pressing forward, that it kind of went towards the Browns, because defensively they just stuck with it the whole game. It looked like they were finding their rhythm on how to get to Lamar, because in that first half they got punched in the mouth, and then the Browns really came out in that second half and did what they had to do. They had that tip pass for a pick six going the other way, and Watson, he just looked a little sketchy at first, but then made key plays in Njoku, who really got it going, and obviously they came out with a win.
Yeah, I think the tip pick six was to me, that was like the changing point. I was like, wow, you really feel the game shifting now. I will say this, Cleveland's defense is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
They literally battled that whole game to try their best to slow down Baltimore, because Baltimore was getting theirs.
Yeah.
But there were some big stops that they made and gave the Browns good field position in order to capitalize and score. I mean, I think Cleveland Browns have good pieces on their team. They just for some reason have underperformed, especially Deshaun Watson up to this point. But at the same time, they're now 6-3. So,
Yep.
like, depending on what expectations or what lens you were looking through, like to them they could be like, "Yo, this is where we knew we were gonna be here. This is where we want to be. We just got to start peaking at the right time." That AFC North is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, you got Baltimore, Cleveland, and now Cincy. Cincy losing today was huge.
Yeah. And well, I want to go back to the Browns. I think they're gonna be all right. I feel like they just if Watson can just he doesn't have to be the Houston Watson, but if he can just be an average quarterback who can make just the right plays, I think they'll go a long way. Just because that's what he was today. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He was good enough to contend against the Baltimore Ravens, who were going in hot, blowing out Detroit. You know what I mean? They were killing teams. And you go against the Browns and you light it up early and you thinking, oh, well, this is going to be another ease in the park. And it wasn't. They stuck around. They fought back. So it was a great win for the Browns. And it's a wake-up call for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this causes Baltimore to
No.
skip a beat. I think they come back next week and they're just
Yeah, they'll bounce back.
No, I think both of you had great points. Browns in the past 4 weeks have had the number one defense, so that's what's really allowing them to win games. EJ is absolutely right. They have premier pieces that are just not performing. I mean, Njoku's kind of like a beneficial piece there. They have Amari Cooper, which if we were talking 4 years ago, I mean, he was up there in the top 3, top 4 wide receiver talks. And just like Eli said, listen, your QBR today was 59.8. And I'm speaking to Deshaun Watson. It's not really good, but you made the plays that you needed to make to win the game. I'm still kind of waiting for you to become that Houston Deshaun Watson, but I don't know if that ship has already sailed or I don't know what the case may be. But listen, 59.8 QBR is not going to – it might have won you this game, but it's not going to win you any games in the future.
Yeah.
Speaking of Houston, Houston ends up behind an MVP performance from CJ, beating out the Cincinnati Bengals, which was another team that also had, I don't want to say a deciding lead, but they did have a lead on Houston, and it looked like the Bengals was going to win this game and win another game. I think their third game in a row, and we're back into the whole Cincinnati's rolling talks. But CJ, Tank, and the rest of the Houston Texans had other plans, and they soiled all that. What do you guys think about Houston coming out victorious, or maybe the Bengals just losing this game flat out?
Well, I always like to give credit to opposing team because the Bengals came in hot. They won 3-game winning streak, coming in hot. I understand that T. Higgins is out, but Jamar Chase, for whatever reason, played a great game in the second half. They couldn't find him in the first half, but he had hell of a touchdown in the second half. I do want to give credit to Tyler Boyd, but my boy, you catch the ball, you win the game. Catches the ball in the end zone, they win the game. Right in his hands, he dropped it. You got to just tip your hat to the Houston. But, hey, Stroud is a real deal. We showed he had 359 yards. He had a touchdown. Tank Dell was hooping. I know Nico Collins was out. But
Brown was
that
hooping.
dude Brown, though, they couldn't guard him.
Yo.
He had 170 yards.
Yeah, Noah was going
6
crazy.
receptions. He was going bonkers. So I like where Houston is going. I can't believe that the Bengals lost the way they lost. There's no way you throw two interceptions.
Two picks,
Two
man.
picks.
Those are 2 big picks by Joe
Crucial
Burrow.
picks,
I do say this is a tough loss for Cincy. Especially because now you are in last place in your division. And your division is a gridlock between you have Baltimore in first, Pittsburgh at 6-3 in second, now 6-3 Cleveland, and now Cincy's fourth at 5-4. And since his schedule going forward is tough, so like I'm not gonna count them out, but you guys got a lot of work to do. I think whatever it is that since he had, I feel like they're missing that. They had an energy about them in the previous years that I don't feel with them this year at all, this season. And I don't know if it's because of the way their season started, like starting slow, or if maybe teams are catching up to them. Because, like, for all Texans were good, bro. Like, their defense was solid when they needed to be.
Uh-huh.
CJ Stroud and them wide receivers are balling. Shout out to Devin Singletary. He balled out today.
Yep.
So, I don't know. That was always my biggest issue with Cincy. Even when they made it to the Super Bowl and prior years, I just when things are going tough, how are you guys going to respond?
Yeah.
You guys have always had this reputation of being super cool under pressure, but we really got to see, bro, because your division really wasn't all that. They didn't play up to par, but now you got your squad, the other squads, catching up to you guys. So now you got it. Now you can't have off days like this.
Yeah.
You can't. Like, it can't happen. And I'm not saying that the Texans aren't good, but, like, let's be for real. You see that game lined up on the schedule, you thinking in yourself, oh, we got to win this game.
Yeah.
So I think it's a tough L for them.
Absolutely right. They definitely circled that on their schedule as a dub, and didn't really work out. The thing with Cincy is I still think EJ is right. They don't really have the oomph for this year, but just like last year, they ended up winning the last 4 games of the season, getting into the playoffs, and almost giving Patrick Mahomes another L. We'll leave it at that because we know the refs did play a role in that game. I will say this though, Cincy, your downfall is your O-line. Complete opposite of Detroit.
Yeah.
You guys just have a very poor O-line, which it doesn't help protecting Burrow, and that's what really hurt you guys in those first 4 or 5 games when Burrow had that calf injury. Because if you guys are not protecting him, guess what? Now he has to run on that calf, and if he can't effectively run, guess what? Now he can't effectively make plays for you guys, which allowed a lot of pick sixes, a lot of drop passes, incompletions and stuff like that. So yes, he's healthy. Yes, I guess we're getting stints of that old Joe Burr, but if that old line is not going to protect him, he's going to be scrambling way too much for each game, and it's not a recipe for success.
Not at all.
But transitioning away from the NFL, we're going to hop in to the NBA, and what a week it has been left and right with in-season games and I guess players making plays that they shouldn't have made, but we're gonna stay on that subject.
LeBron James.
LeBron once again for the 6,032 time of his career. Look up that number. Look up that number. That's not even a real number that I just said. Of his career, he made a play that a lot of people would either deem correct or incorrect, and I think we, as the Big E Smallz podcast, are coming in here to shine some light on this because it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, the play that he made, the criticism that he's getting or not getting. But I'll leave it up to you guys because I'm going to be honest, I don't really have anything to say, and I'll say at the end as to why. But I'm going to hand the ball to both of you because I think you guys have phenomenal points in regards to this particular play, the way you guys spoke in our group chat. So
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So just so we could give you guys a little background on it. Earlier this past week, the Lakers played against Miami, and they lost in the crunch. I don't remember the final score, but I know it was a close score. There was a play down the stretch where LeBron drove to the basket, and he was met at the rim by 3 defenders. He kicked it out to the corner to Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish then missed the open 3, and Miami Heat ended up winning that game. And I believe the video that Eli had sent in our group chat was talking about how LeBron constantly is making that read for a game-winning shot, always in the crunch time, where he'll drive to the basket strong side, help side, and the weak side, help side are all crashing in on him, and he always kicks and finds the open man and lets them try to win the game. And that has been LeBron's MO for LeBron's whole career. And people tend to criticize him for that. Being LeBron James, he probably should just go ahead and take that shot because Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant would have. I would tell you guys right now, if you were a smart basketball player, because I do know basketball players that will argue till they're blue in their face and saying, "Oh, LeBron needs to be aggressive and take matters into his own hands and shoot that shot." I hear you. I get what you're saying. But let's just be for real. If you're looking at it from an analytical standpoint or just from a standpoint of wanting to win, you'll never be mad at somebody making the right play 100% of the time, regardless of who they are. Because the right play, 9 times out of 10, is going to give you the right best result. Now, if LeBron is doing his job by getting his teammates involved when defenses are keying in on him, how is that his fault? Like, I don't understand how that is even a take anymore. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's kind of old now. You're asking him to do something, and he's been playing in the NBA for 20-something years. Bro, and
He's 38.
yeah,
Yo.
he's 38. If we're being completely honest, he should not be the one having to do this on his own team. But I'm not even going to get to that part. Because I'm going to just stick to LeBron.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were able to do that because defense was played totally different back then than it is now. And no, I'm not regarding to the physicality of the game. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the NBA has gotten better. Defenses have gotten better. They're not going to just let the best player in the world go one-on-one with somebody, because you want to know what's going to happen? The best player in the world is going to score 9 times out of 10 if he has to go one-on-one against somebody. Or if he's going one-on-one with only one help side defender. That's the difference. Because for everybody that's like, "Oh, well, Kobe would have shot it with 3 people on him." Please show me 10 game-winning shots where he shot the ball over 3 people. Show me Michael Jordan shots, game-winning shots that he shot the ball over 3 people. Because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Game-winning shots. Now, let me emphasize that. Game-winning shots. You want to know why? Because the best play in order to win the game needs to happen. And that's what LeBron James does. Period. So, you guys are getting mad at him or criticizing him because you're like, okay, you've done this your whole career and it doesn't always work. Well, guess what? He just did it on Friday against Phoenix and Cam Reddish hit the 3 and they won. So,
Yo, E, cut it out, bro. You spit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, at what point, you know what I mean? And I get it. Like, people are like, "Oh, well, there needs to be a mindset switch." Bro, he's 38 years old.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I know, yo, some of y'all aren't even 38 years old, and y'all won't change y'all mindset about anything. And this is how he's the greatest. This is how he's got to this point. Like,
he's got the most game-winning hits.
exactly.
Come on,
So
man.
what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. You know what I mean? So I think LeBron, keep playing the game the right way, bro. Like, that's all it is, bro. Like, people just cannot stand that it's the right way and it's not the result that they may have wanted.
Hey, when he's open and he has a shot, he's taking it.
Yeah.
You know, there was late in that game, in that Suns game, that spin around off Grayson Allen.
Yo, and that's it's so like that's what pisses me off.
That's one-on-one. He's one-on-one. He's going to score.
Right? Everybody wants to talk about LeBron making that play. But if anybody watched the game, he was wilding the whole time. The whole time. He got them to that point.
Yep.
I then drive to the hoop, get met by 3 people. I kick it to my wide open teammate. Wide open NBA player making millions of dollars. Guess what? Do your job.
By the way, who was given the starting job over Austin Reeves?
Yeah.
Who also got paid. this offseason.
Yeah.
And this is no slack to Cam Reddish, by the way.
Nah, he's a hooper.
He's a hooper. But, you know what I'm saying? If you're wide open in the NBA, bro, do your job. That's what you get paid all this money for. Period.
It was a great bounce back.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish is going to be fine.
And, yeah, and way to bounce back like
And
you
hit
did
that
against Phoenix.
Word.
But,
It's going to be there again.
yeah.
You're going to see it again.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad with that play.
And then once they start hitting it, LeBron will then be able to go one-on-one.
Yup, exactly. You know, I'm with you, E. Talk your talk. Hey, Ray, what you got for me, bro? What you got?
No, listen, this is the thing, right? I think, just like EJ said, we shouldn't care. We really shouldn't. Like, this shouldn't be. This doesn't matter. See, Bella agrees.
Talk your talk.
We really shouldn't care. EJ is completely right because any other NBA player that we name, no one's having these kind of scrutinized takes about. Okay,
At
a
38.
lot of us don't play at this high level. We're just couch ESPN analysts. Like, a lot of us are just talking shit about something that we probably have no right to talk shit about.
Word.
We shouldn't care. Stop criticizing LeBron. He made the right play. EJ's right. NBA player shot a shot and he missed it. It's just, it is what it is. By the way, just to let you guys know, right? EJ said, look up 10 videos that Kobe made, whatever play. You want to know how many game winners Kobe had? 8. You're not going to find 10 because he only made 8. You want to know who's number 1? MJ with 9. Still don't have 10. You want to know who's tied with Kobe with 8, though? LeBron fucking James. So this whole he's not clutch or Kobe and MJ. Guess what? He has the same amount as Kobe. Game-winning shots. Not shots that put them ahead or, at 4 minutes left, he hit a clutch shot. No, game winner. There's 3 seconds left, and he made a shot to win the game. Because that's a lot of you guys have that game winner thing confused in your mind. You guys think just because there's 4 minutes and 23 seconds and the game is tight and Kobe made a shot, he's clutch all of a sudden. Bro, there's still 4 minutes left. Yeah. For all we know, he probably lost that game. But tied with such said Kobe that everybody wants to glorify, and rightfully so, it's Kobe. It is what it is. I'm not here to bash Kobe. LeBron has the same amount of game-winning shots as Kobe Bryant. 1 less than the great Michael Jordan, that everybody deems to be the clutchest player of all time. So, all in all to say, this really shouldn't be a talking point. Move on.
Facts.
He made a play that, regardless if you think it's right or wrong, it's a basketball play, right? Another thing is, those that are sitting on the couch criticizing about this, how about you get on the court and go up against 5 dudes that are, at least, let's just say they have 1 defensive all-team candidate, and you make the right play, and you tell me how it feels.
Right.
And you tell me how it feels.
Right.
Get paid.
And how about Anthony Davis? Do your job. I'm tired of LeBron getting criticized because you're not doing your job, dog. I'm over it.
Yo, he already got hurt again, bro.
Well, look at what is happening. They don't feel safe without having LeBron out there, but yet you have Anthony Davis out there.
Made no sense.
Come on, bro.
I'll tell you what though. Embiid for AD.
It's not happening.
Come on, baby.
That's not happening.
Come on, baby.
It's a dream, but it won't happen.
Come on, baby.
Well, especially
I know the Sixers are starting. Yo, they're hot right now.
I was about to say, especially now,
They're
the
hot.
Sixers are really rolling.
No, Bears got them rolling.
Yeah.
And then
Pat Bev, my boy.
On the flip side, the Clips are 0-4.
Yo,
Yeah.
and I tell you what, you want to know who's the biggest winner? Tyrese Maxey.
1,000%. He's
got,
about to get the
got
bag.
the keys, my boy.
Golly.
He's about to get
My
the
boy
bag.
got
Yeah.
the keys.
He's about to get his aid.
He's about to get
And
the
he's tough.
bag. Yeah, we probably a topic that we should talk about is NBA players getting the bag and then somehow disappearing the next year, a la Chandler Parsons, a la Austin Reeves.
It's too early.
Oh.
Too early. 72 games up.
I don't think you said anything about this.
Bro, my boy E went on a Spiz ad. Yo, there's
absolutely
nothing. There's nothing left for me to say about LeBron. That is literally word for word what I would say.
All right. So let me call an audible. Something that you brought up in the group chat. You mentioned AD for Joel. How do you feel about the Lakers with AD? Like, do you think that they should just give him more time or just figure it out? Do you think it's a coaching issue? Like, what's
Nah, he's done, bro. I've been backing him up for
Mm-hmm.
like 3-4 years now. I'm like in the bubble. What he did, I'm like cool. And look, after he got his ring, I'm like, bro, he took what? He took like 3 months off. He didn't touch a ball.
Yeah.
Supposedly he was just working out. Hasn't touched the ball,
another player that got paid by the way?
bro.
Yeah, another
Field
one.
goal percentage dropped. His free throws dropped. He doesn't shoot threes anymore because he can't shoot it. It's insane. Everything that he worked on, getting to that championship and winning it in the bubble, I was downhill after that. It's injury after injury. I don't know what it is. He's so fragile. Like I don't know his game. We put him in positions when you have LeBron James. He's putting you in positions to score, and D'Lo's the same way. I just the shot selections that he took in that Suns game was just not it for me. I it's not a coaching thing. It's a him thing. There's games where he'll be himself, and there's games where I don't know who he is. And for LeBron to let off the gas and let somebody take over, he needs to do that every game.
Yeah.
Like you need 30 and 10 from him every game because he has the potential. And I haven't seen it since he's won. So he's got to go. And Embiid, on the other hand, has put on some weight, some good weight,
Mm-hmm.
and is dominating.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
Come on, son.
I was gonna let it rock. I really
Chill.
was,
Alright.
but it was kind of crazy.
Sorry,
It was kind of
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
Sorry.
Come
That was
on,
funny.
bro. I'm just saying. We would really get that Joker and B conversation really going.
I still don't think Embiid wants that. Yeah.
And
Yeah, Embiid still doesn't want that. Joker's
Yo,
10 times better this year than
no,
last year.
no, yeah. But I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
this year?
defensively.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I'm not.
I can't wait for that first matchup.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't. I'm not having this conversation anymore.
I can't wait because he's gonna have 40.
I think he's right. I think Eli is right. AD or the Lakers. Listen, turn the page, bro. It's over. You guys paid him buku
Yeah.
amount of bucks. He's still not figuring out. Now he's forced to play with the new what's it called, time management rules.
Mhm.
So now he's right back to the 20 one night and 2 the next night. AD, the Lakers tried to give you the keys to this team a long time ago, and you're just not taking them.
So
Just not taking them.
that's a fact.
Now I do have some smoke for him. You're not. Listen, you're not safe either. I don't know what are you doing out here, creating 3 big man or 3 guard lineups. Listen, bro, where'd you get your degree in coaching? Return it.
Yeah.
Return it. I don't. What are you doing creating 3 big man lineups and you have Hayes at the 3-point line?
Yeah.
Can someone tell me when was the last time Hayes hit a 3-pointer?
I think he's got the most lineup changes so far. Like they just can't figure out the pieces to put around certain players.
And this was your listen. Along with players, I think coaches have to also think about this. The off season is let me give you a little nugget here. The off season, right? Yeah, you guys don't play in the off season, but you have to get better. I don't know if you guys knew that, right? So last year, Ham, right, Mr. Ham, Denver really showed you why your whole little lineup shenanigans you got going on doesn't work, brother. It doesn't work. So maybe in the offseason, you should have sat down and be like, you know what, bro? I need to figure out how to manage this team and how I can play to this team's strength. Don't really know what happened. Maybe you dormed with AD during the offseason and both of you didn't touch a basketball / coaching like clipboard. You came back doing the same thing, and I really don't understand. I don't. I really don't. I don't even want to nitpick it anymore because you're the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, bro. Like either get better or get out. Like this team, just like the Yankees, and we're gonna talk about them in the upcoming episodes. There's no time to be like experimenting. You either got it or you don't. All right, they're trying to look for another banner. They're tied with the Celtics, and I know that kills a lot of the Laker fans because you guys always been ahead. Or behind, or whatever the case may be. But it's always been one sided, and now you both have 17, and they're trying to get 18. And with this lineup, along with AD not showing up for 50% of the games, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. Stop putting your chips on a 38-year-old man because he only has like another 2 good solid years until he starts cruising just to play with his sons.
Yeah.
Figure it out or get out.
Yeah. The
'Cause
lineups, they got to figure it out.
Yeah,
It's not working.
ASAP.
I think Ray brings up a good point. I do wish. I mean, we don't know, but Darvin Ham should have been prepared a little bit more prepared for this. I don't like the fact that he's switching up lineups every other game. You're not even giving the players a chance to cohesively play with each other, build a chemistry or anything like that. And that to me just looks like you're just unprepared in a way. Because before the season started, especially during training camp, you knew what you had. You knew the players you signed. You knew, you know what I mean? So now it's really just assessing, okay, who got better all over the offseason, right? D'Lo to start the season has been abysmal. So he shouldn't even be out there. Like let's just be real right now. All right, I get that, but Austin Reeves, who's the other guy? Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt is injured. He should be coming back. I think
He's
that's
hurt.
a big piece
Okay.
for them.
Torian Prince. Like, what is he? What are we doing? What are they doing with him?
I really think that he's just a 3-and-D guy for
Yeah,
them.
and then, like Rui, I like Rui.
Rui Cahoop.
Rui Cahoop, he's a good piece for them. But I still think you're not utilizing the players that you have the right way, bro. Like, if Rui, AD, and LeBron are in at the same time, 9 times out of 10, like LeBron's running the one.
Yeah, but I think because I since I follow Austin Reeves, I'm watching him where he's at on the court, and to me, I just think that the spots and situations that he was getting last year, it's not the same looks. And when he gets the ball, what he has out there also doesn't help him.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, I forget who was talking about it on another podcast, but they were saying, "Hey, Austin Reeves, like you got paid. People now have a scouting report on you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They know what you like to do,
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
right. You know, what spot you like to shoot up at. So I understand they're gonna. I thought you was about to say something crazy again.
No. Sorry.
But they know what you like to do, so they're gonna figure you out. So I just think he just got to get accustomed to it, and then mesh with whoever's out there.
Yeah.
Do you have Wood, and then you got Hayes? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're not. Who's gonna go to them? Because I'ma just sit on you. There's no reason. There's no reason to get off when Hayes can't shoot. And Wood's been all right. He's been like a decent shooter, but why you have Hayes, and then Wood, and then Anthony Davis all out on the same floor?
That's hard, bro. You got a bunch of guys that are you're clogging up the paint. So there's now you're making a big floor. You're shrinking that floor. You got a lot of players that do the same exact thing. Like that's hard to play with.
So
especially if you guys aren't running sets because the NBA is not like that anymore.
yeah,
It's more so all freelance, different actions. You know what I mean? Like that's how they play now.
yeah, they only got sets after after a timeout. They'll run one to get you a bucket. So I just think they figure out who the hell is going to be on the floor and
it is
stick
still
with
early,
it.
so they still have a chance to figure it out. But I will say, for Lakers fans, it's got to be annoying, man. Like you want them to compete. You guys are projected to be competitive in the Western Conference, but it doesn't always feel that way when you watch them. So that can be annoying.
Yeah. And then LeBron will. What was I gonna say? LeBron just gotta take it easy. Freaking, they got him on a time restriction. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah.
Like we saw what he could do. Hey, make it in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Make it in.
But at this point, it's like, will you guys be able to do that for me?
With the other teams and how they're playing, yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I think so. I think they get in.
That's a whole nother topic, dog.
Well, I mean,
We said that last year, buddy, and look where they went.
speaking of other teams, I do appreciate that around the NBA, though, a lot of people are stepping up to the plate, doing what they need to do, a la Anthony Edwards. Listen, man, you did what you had to do in the USA games, and you are transitioning that to the NBA season, and I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You're really out here. You're showing people what's up, and your time is now, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is your canvas.
Mm-hmm.
This is your canvas, and you are whatever name, whatever painter, insert painter here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We have dudes like Steph still doing what Steph does.
Nah, Steph looks at the best
Still
looked.
MVP. I mean, I think I'm not too sure if I said it here with you or if we said it here, but his game translates best for him getting older. He already was the 3-ball shooter, so now that you get a little bit older, you're probably going to play off ball more, depending on how they're going to construct that team, and you're going to continue shooting threes. So that's going to translate very well to him. But right now, he's just going nuts. Um, Dudes like Luca, what's up, bro?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What is good with you?
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yo.
Someone got you mad? Are you
He heard
sipping?
the take, bro. He heard
Are
the
you
take.
sipping the same juice as your other fellow? What's his name? Joker. Because Joker's another one. But we already said about Joker. Like
Yeah,
Joker's just stepping on the court. He's just having fun with you guys. You guys are not even making him sweat out there. It's just it is what
throwing
it is.
up and that ball going in.
To Eli's point, I'm not gonna just continue disrespecting him. And B, you're out there showing out, bro, and I appreciate that. I don't know if I know I made the comment. Not too sure if Harden is really the reason why. Tyrese, it really, EJ said it too. Is really helping Maxey out. You guys are doing what to do out there. Shout out to Nick Nurse or whatever his name is, Nurse, for kind of getting you guys together. But around the NBA, there's just a lot of you guys are showing out. Yo, Donovan Mitchell, I still hate you. I still think you're a bum. But hey, man. You're doing it what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're getting to a spotter, man.
As much as I hate you, I gotta give you flowers when
Facts.
you do what you're supposed to be doing. So, no, bro, the NBA is cool. It's fun.
Man.
I know there's people out there that are not showing up.
Julius Randle,
Oh God.
Jaylen Brown.
Hey, Knicks, let me tell you something, bro. I don't know who's in your analytics department,
No, yeah, I gotta get rid of him.
but you guys got to get rid of him because your boy, right, is average. Like, what is your field goal percentage is under 50, which is bad. Being that not only do you have layups and dunks, but you shoot the ball as well, and you can't be under 60, and you keep feeding him the ball. And then on the flip side, you have R.J. Barrett having one of the best statistical years that he's had in the NBA.
Yeah, he's making it. He it looks like he's making that leap.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what's
he's
going on
fine.
over there, but you guys, the page, the New York Yankee page that you guys have in your playbook, rip it out
Yeah.
because it's not helping you guys analytically. That's not. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just said it. I'm gonna stick. We're gonna end it like this. I'm gonna stick to basketball, right? Because I think we need to shine some light on this, especially with the weekend that we just had. Me and EJ had a conversation. It's not really a conversation, but me and EJ shined some light on some things with the women's NCAA women's basketball, right? Listen, I don't know if any of you guys are watching, and by you guys I mean the viewers, because obviously we do. This might be one of the most exciting seasons to watch.
Dude.
We have ballers all over the country. This weekend alone, the top 1 and 2 team went down. So number 3, which is Iowa, guess what? You guys are probably the new number 1 by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Caitlin Clark, what's up?
What's up?
What is good?
What is good?
You know?
Yes.
But
Yo,
along-
and she opened up with 44. I think she almost had
that
a
was
trip
insane.
done.
yeah, I
Looking
think
at the
it
highlights,
was
that was insane.
it was 42-8-6 or some shit like that.
Jesus.
Some I could be wrong, and if I am, let me know in the comments below. But I think it was 42-8-6. But the homegirl Paige and UConn, even though you guys lost, you guys are balling. I mean, she's
Yo.
balling over there.
And I gotta give a shout out to Zoe Brooks. Listen, Zoe Brooks is from Jersey, right? And
Jersey.
I had the chance of watching Zoe Brooks last year when she was at St. John Vianney. Listen to me when I tell you guys.
Mhm.
She is that okay.
She went out.
Yo, and like I didn't see the lights yet, but I had people hitting me up talking about, yo, did you see Zoe's game? Did you see Zoe's game? And in my mind, I kept saying, like, man, I knew this was about to happen. I knew that was happening. Yo, I'm telling you, it's something that they ain't going, bro. She
Yeah.
can hoop, dog.
Nah, listen. It's all
It's a
over
bunch
the
of
country.
them. It's a bunch of them.
All of them.
Yo,
All of 'em.
Everywhere.
Those 2 girls in Miami that I forgot, they practically almost look like twins.
Mhm.
They are going
They're
crazy.
tough.
The one girl in Oregon, what's up?
She's tough. You brought up Paige. There's another girl in Connecticut, Azzy Fudd. She's good. The freshman from oh, strike that. Two freshmen. The one freshman from South Carolina. I don't remember her name. I don't know if y'all saw the play. She was dribbling down the court, one dribble behind the back with the reverse lay. She's crazy. Homegirl from Notre Dame. That's another Jersey kid. I think Hannah Hidalgo is her name. She's tough. Like, the league is so, like, the college women's basketball is just so lit. It has me like super excited for my season. So it's lit.
It's lit.
Favorite time of the year.
It really is.
like it.
I'll say this again. Homegirl at Oregon, hit me up. Cause she's not only can she ball, but she's fire in my opinion. But that's whatever. I'm just
It's
being.
still CC22 though.
I'm just. Oh yeah. No. Listen. Regardless of what we're saying here, let me tell you right now, Caitlin.
It's still CC22.
In case you're watching this, your two biggest supporters are on this podcast. I'm letting you know. I don't care. People come up to me talking about whoever the heck and this girl over here. No. I don't care. I don't care. If it's not CC22, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. All right.
Sorry.
It's whatever. She's doing what it do. She's doing it what it do out there. You know what I'm saying? But no, very exciting. I mean, on the guys' side, it is exciting as well. There's a lot of good teams out there. Unfortunately, my Dukies went down. It was a very close game against Arizona, but we have a couple matchups coming up to bounce back and stay up in that top 5. But listen, bro, if there's a year to watch women's college basketball
Right now.
this is the year.
Yeah.
This is the year. Especially like I said before, I might sound like a broken record. Number 1 and number 2 went down, so it's not going to be one of those years like those UConn or Tennessee years where or South Carolina where they just rampaged through the season and there was no hopes. No. This is the year. This is the year.
Yeah.
I think that's all, fellas. I don't have anything else.
No. Y'all went nutty.
That being said, make sure you guys like the video. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And let me tell you, if you haven't subscribed, you are all pooties. I can guarantee this.
Hit that button.
I can guarantee it. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger. Eli, EJ, and Ray, we are out of here. We love you guys. Until next time.
Peace.